So yeah, this is weird. I said that I'm reviewing all the Marvel films in the order they came out, but since Captain Marvel came out just recently, and I saw it on this past Friday, it would make sense to, like, you know, upload a review of it now. So yeah, so anyway, let's get into the review of Captain Marvel, shall we? But of course, since this is a recent film, I will be talking about spoilers in part of this review, so I will have to warn some of you about that. But don't worry, I'll be splitting this review into two halves. One half will be about me reviewing the film without giving spoilers away, and the other half will be about me talking about the spoilers of the film. So if you haven't seen the film already and want to get to the spoilers section, then skip to this time code in the video right now and talk about the spoilers parts. But if you haven't seen the film yet, then I recommend watching the review from this point forward, and I'll be talking a bit more general about the film in this section. Star Force, the elite fighting force of the Kree, are tracking down a group of Skrulls, their sworn enemy. During this mission, one of their members, known as Veers, is captured and has to escape to the nearby planet Earth. While there, she meets up with S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Nick Fury, who ends up helping her trying to stop the Skrulls that follows her to Earth. While on Earth, Veers starts to discover some stuff about her past she didn't know before. That's the most general description I can give the plot without giving away spoilers. But getting right to the point, did I love this film? No, not really. Like, I don't hate it. I mean, it's like, it's just average, is what I would call this film. It's pretty average of a film launch. Like, I didn't love it, nor do I think it's the worst thing ever, but, like, it's just kind of average. You know, like, when this film was coming out, I had a lot of excitement for this film. I was really hyped for it. I couldn't wait for it, because, like, it was very promising. We had Brie Larson. She's a great actress playing Captain Marvel. We have Samuel L. Jackson playing a younger Nick Fury in this film. We have the Skrulls, awesome villains from the comics in this film, and we have a bunch of other people returning in this film, like Agent Coulson, Ronan, and Korath from Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's see, and it's set in the 90s. There's a lot of reason to be excited for this film, and after coming out of it, it's just, you know, it's pretty average for me, you know, it's like, but you know, it's just kind of let down after seeing this film. It's just kind of like, you know, average and stuff. It's not like the greatest thing ever on. And like honestly, this film, there's nothing really special in this film. Like, this film doesn't really do anything different or unique to set it apart from other Marvel films. I mean, you know, like, it doesn't do anything different like Guardians of the Galaxy or Spider-Man or Black Panther. Like, there's like, honestly just not a lot here that makes it like that different from other Marvel films. You know, like, it's kind of like, almost like a Phase 1 movie, you know, because it's kind of like just, there's not really much different with it that makes it different from other Marvel films, you know. It's kind of like Phase 1 almost, really. Some of the stuff I did like in the film include the visuals. The visuals in this film are great. The action also was pretty fun and cool in the film a lot too. Brie Larson is great as Captain Marvel. Seeing Samuel L. Jackson play a younger Nick Fury was insanely awesome and fun to see. Like, I love seeing like Sam Jackson play Nick Fury when he's been more fun and loose. Like, it's a really cool version of Nick Fury to see. Speaking of Nick Fury, the CGI they used to de-age Sam Jackson and also Clark Gregg, who played Agent Coulson, is spectacular. In the film, they de-aged Samuel L. Jackson and Clark Gregg by 20 years. Of course, it's set in the 90s, so they look a little bit younger, and it looks honestly great. Now, this isn't the first time Marvel has de-aged one of their characters. They've done it with Robert Downey Jr., Kurt Russell, Michael Douglas, Michelle Pfeiffer. They've done it with all of them before in the past. And those have all looked great before in the past, but this time I think it looks even better. What's different with Captain Marvel and those other times is that those previous times is that they only had them on the screen for a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, and so it wasn't that long of a time. And so they had a lot of time to like focus on that one scene to make sure they look great, to look accurate as a younger version of themselves. So they had a lot more time to do it with those previous times. For this film, I'd say it's for the entirety of the film. Like Nick Fury is the second main character of the film, so he's like in majority of the movie. So they have to DH him for like majority of the film, and he also looks great. Like, never once in the film was I looking at Nick Fury or Agent Coulson and like, wow, that looks like CGI in their face. I was like, wow, they actually look like they grabbed them straight in the 90s. Like, they look like super well done. They actually look like they were like, you know, 20 years younger. It was really great. Like, it's honestly so impressive to see how far that technology's come now in the last couple of years. Like, they looked great. So that was really awesome. As for dislikes, there are a lot more dislikes than there are likes. So yeah. So let me just run through a couple of them honestly. The plot isn't that interesting. Like, the plot's fine, but it's not the most interesting of plots, honestly, you know. Nothing usually done with this film, like I said. Several things in the film are a little bit predictable. Oh, you know, there's some wasted stuff in this film. The opening is kind of slow, which kind of sucks because, like, the opening is like fighting some like Skrulls in space, and also escaping Captain Marvel escaping a spaceship. So like, it's kind of slow. Like, it's not that exciting, which really sucks, you know. Like, it's out in space, it should be more exciting, but it's really kind of slow at the beginning, you know. A sad problem with this film is that the villain is weak. Like, come on, Marvel, come on. We were on such a good streak. I mean, like we had Ego. He was great. Vulture, he was fantastic. Hela, I actually wasn't a big fan of Hela. A lot of people were fans of Hela. I wasn't really a big fan of Hela. Honestly, everybody, me, like, you know, I wasn't a big fan, but still a lot of people were a fan of Hela, so I guess whatever. Killmonger was just absolutely fantastic. Thanos was also just fantastic. Ghost was also a great villain, too. And then, the villain in this film, like, it's just weak. How did we go from such solid villains the last couple movies to, like, such a weak villain now? Like, it's honestly disappointing that we got such a weak villain in this film. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. I also can't stress this one enough. I know a lot of people like this part of the film, but I didn't. I hate the cat. I hate the cat. Goose in the film. I did not like the cat. You know, like, just... Look, a lot of people seem to like him. I don't know why. If you like him, fine. I don't. Like, I don't... Like, okay, early on, I was fine with him. But as it kept going on, I was like, I'm done with you. I'm done with this cat. Like, it's just... No, I was not a fan of that cat in the slightest, you know? There's too much of the 90s being shoved in your face in this film, and I'll get into more of that in the spoiler section, but there's parts of the film where I'm like, okay, like, I do like seeing the Marvel Universe in the 90s, but there's a little too much of shoving the 90s in your face, you know? So, like, why? It kind of got a little bit, like, annoying, like, okay, we get it, we're in the 90s, stop letting us know. So yeah, overall, you know, there's stuff I liked in this film, but also a lot more stuff I didn't like in this film. Clearly, just, like I said, it's an average film. Like, I overall give it a 6 out of 10, honestly, because, like, I recommend going to see it, because, like I said, there are some good things in it, but, yeah, I just wasn't that impressed with it. It's just kind of an average film. So, yeah, that's my rating for the film. We are now entering the spoiler section review. If you don't want any spoilers, I suggest clicking away right now. I'll give you some time to click away. Yeah, okay, we should be good now. Hopefully all of you clicked away by now who don't want spoilers. Okay, anyways, let's get into the spoilers, shall we? Okay, this is one thing that really bugged me with this film, and that involves Nick Fury's timeline. Like, I think this is the first Marvel film that's really screwed up something in the timeline of their MCU, like, honestly. I mean, like, there was Spider-Man Homecoming's 8-year messed up, but they confirmed that was an accident on their part. It wasn't supposed to say 8 years, so that was just an accident. This is legit a problem. Like, there's some now problems with this timeline going forward. Like, okay, in previous films, and specifically Winter Soldier, we established some stuff about Nick Fury's past. Now it's kind of like, just screw you in this film, because it's, like, not even, like, it doesn't make sense anymore. Okay, so basically, okay, for one thing, Nick Fury's eye, how did he lose his eye? A cat. The cat made him lose his eye. Just, that was, like, really, okay, there's a point in the film where, like, of course, Nick Fury has the cat on his lap, and the Skrull Talos tells him, you really shouldn't have that on your lap, or so close to your face, or whatnot, and Fury's saying, it's just a cat, it's fine. And as soon as he said that line, I was like, oh my god, that cat's gonna scratch his eye out. That cat is gonna scratch his eye out. We're actually doing that shit. Oh my god. Like, I literally could not, believe that. And I was right. The cat scratched his eye out. Like, just, I cannot stress how much I hate that in the film. Like, they actually were decided to do the stupid decision to make the cat man lose his eye. Like, that's something SNL would do to Joe. Like, they would bring Samuel L. Jackson on one day for a skit and have him, like, tell the backstory of Nick Fury's eye and shit. And they would have a guy come out in a cat suit to scratch his eye. Like, that's an SNL joke, honestly. Like, just, man. And, like, it makes no sense in Winter Soldier now, because we all thought Winter Soldier because of this line.
Last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye.
We all thought because of that it would be a Skrull. The Skrull was going to take the form of somebody that was, like, a close friend with, and they was going to destroy his eye, and that would make him turn a bit more of a untrustworthy guy and stuff. And so we fought for the longest time. It was going to be a Skrull that made him lose his eye. It's a cat. And, like, just that's stupid. And yes, we can make the argument that maybe he was lying in Winter Soldier because of course, he didn't want to tell all the truth about why he lost his eye, because he didn't tell the truth to Coulson about why he lost his eye in this film either. So, you can make the argument there, but then, why does his story not match with Coulson's? Like, he tells Coulson, like, a creep, he just, like, messed up his eye, so he's deliberately said the bad guy did this to his eye. But then, like, later on in Winter Soldier, he said it was someone he didn't trust. He trusted this got rid of his eye. So, like, if he was lying then, why would this story not match at all now? So, like, why is his statement, his lie statement not match now? So, like, I don't know, it's stupid. Like, also Winter Soldier, there's a part in the film where Alexander Pierce talks about how him and Nick met several years ago, and Nick did this, there was, this enemy group that kidnapped several little soldiers, including Alexander Pierce's daughter, and Nick Fury went against orders and managed to save all of them and stuff. So he went against orders and saved all of them, and after that, he was named director of S.H.I.E.L.D., and they show a photograph of younger Pierce and younger Nick Fury in Winter Soldier, and Fury has no hair, has a beard, and has both his eyes still when he was named director. So, where does that exactly fit in the timeline now? Like, are we just retconning that now? That's stupid. Like, if I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense. His timeline does not make sense anymore. Like, how did we mess up Fury's timeline now? Like, how did we mess it up so badly? Like, seriously, and even also, at the end of the film, Fury's still the goofball kind of character. Like, he's still very fun and silly and loose. Like, he's not the serious guy that doesn't trust a lot of people. Fury we saw in all the other previous films. So, like, what happened? Something had to happen in between to turn him into more of a stern character. So I feel like we're gonna get maybe a film, like a solo film for a younger Nick Fury, or maybe a younger Nick Fury might show up in another film set in the 90s or whatever. I don't know. But I feel like there's something we're missing still here. And that's, goes from point A to point B of how Fury goes from being a very fun character to being a very more stern character. Like, I don't know, I had that problem in the film. Going back on the predictable stuff, like I said, I knew the cow was going to scratch his eye out, when they said that line, so that was predictable. But the villain twist was also predictable, because, twist, we found out that Jude Law's character, Yon-Rogg, was the bad guy, which, that was predictable too. When I first heard they cast Jude Law, I thought he was going to play the original Captain Marvel from the comics, Captain Marvel, but then they confirmed he was actually playing the character Yon-Rogg, and after hearing that and also watching all the trailers and stuff, it seemed pretty clear that he was probably going to be the villain of the film, so that twist was not that easy. It was just so predictable. When I saw him as a villain, oh, big shock. So, that was predictable. And he's just so weak, man. Come on. He's such a weak bad guy. How could you make Jude Law such a weak bad guy? Jude Law's a great actor. Come on. Well, this film did make great use of both Fury and Coulson. Coulson's not in the film that much, but he's in the film just enough. So they made great use of bringing back Coulson. As for characters like Ronan and Korath, not so much. I was so excited when I heard they were bringing Ronan and Korath back. I was Ronan and Korath, specifically Ronan, weren't exactly the greatest of MCU villains. Ronan, I think, was one of the weakest MCU villains. So when I heard they were bringing him back, I was like, oh, shoot, this is actually really cool. We could actually see why he becomes the villain later on in Guardians of the Galaxy. They could, plant the seeds for him to become the villain, and we could understand maybe why he, gets so pissed as, later on in Guardians of the Galaxy. This actually could, set him up and redeem him to be a better villain in Guardians of the Galaxy. So, I was excited about that. Nope. They did not do that. Ronan's in the film for, maybe 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes the most. Korath is in the film a little bit more, but still, even Korath does jack. Ronan, Jude Law's character, Yon-Rogg, contacts him, twice, and Ronan shows up very briefly at the end of the film, but then does nothing, just stands there and does nothing. So, that was pointless. And Korath, Korath in Guardians of the Galaxy was, his second-hand man. Korath and him never share a scene at all in the film, so, how does Korath go from being a member of Star Force to then being, his second-hand man in Guardians? And also, we never even see how Korath becomes part robot. How? There's a part during the ending fight when Captain Marvel's fighting Korath. It looks like he gets damaged badly, and maybe that's how he got turned to part robot. But still, they don't really establish whether or not that injury he took. Because he gets flown around, spun around this energy thing, and maybe that damaged him a bit to make him turn part robot later on. But they don't really establish that. So yeah, Korath and Ronan just wasted. And Ronan talks he'll be back for Captain Marvel, making it sound he'll be back in a later film. It's not, though, because he dies in Guardians of the Galaxy, so what's he coming back in? Unless sequel to the Captain Marvel is set also in the 90s still, but it's on the Kree homeworld, and Captain Marvel's going, the film ends with Captain Marvel going off to the Kree homeworld to finish this war of them. So maybe the sequel might be something in the Kree homeworld, and then we might see more of Ronan there. I don't know. All I'm saying is they were wasted in this film. There was another twist in that film that the Skrulls were actually the good guys in this film, which I was like, why? Like, that was the whole reason I was really excited for this film. The Skrulls, they were great bad guys, but now, no, they're good guys. And Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, has confirmed that not every Skrulls share the same, like, goals as these Skrulls. Like, some will be bad guys. And so, that gives me a little bit more hope to see, like, them actually use the Skrulls to their full potential in the MCU. So, you know, like, I don't have that much of a problem with that now, knowing that from Kevin Feige now, but still, you know, I still kind of wish we saw them as the bad guys in the film, but, you know, I guess I'm fine with them being good in the film if, like, if they're going to make other Skrulls bad guys in other films. So I'm excited about that because I do want to see them adapt the Secret Invasion storyline from the comics, where they be finding out Skrulls are like everywhere, and like some Skrulls actually have taken the form of like some characters we've known for the last couple of years. So yeah, I'm okay with this change now, knowing that like not every Skrull are going to be good. So yeah, Tesseract is in this film, which I don't know why. Like, okay, for one thing, we found, like, Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel, we found in the film, they actually changed him into a girl in this film, and we found she's part of Carol Danvers' backstory and whatnot, which I was okay with them changing her into a girl also. And so in this film, we found in this film that he had a spaceship outside the solar system, like in camouflage mode, with some, like, housing some Skrulls, like some good Skrull, for like housing them there for like safety and stuff, housing them there, and he also took the Tesseract, like Captain Marvel took the Tesseract to his ship to study, I guess. I don't think the Tesseract was necessary to have in this film, honestly. Like why? It's just there for no reason, honestly. Like, just there's legit no reason to have Tesseract here. So like, okay, like I said, there's a lot of 90s stuff gets shoved in your face in this film. There's one part. When they're on that ship, they put the Tesseract in a lunchbox, a 90s lunchbox that he had on that ship, and like, you not seen the trailer where Captain Marvel like becomes super bright and glowing and stuff. Yeah, and that scene, they actually ended up the lunchbox. She's holding her hand with the Tesseract in it, and that scene loses all its coolness when she's holding the lunchbox. So that was stupid. But alright, anyways, the big stuff I want to talk about is the after credit scene. So the second after credit scene is my least favorite after credit scene of all time now in the MCU. I hate it. Because it's Goose the Cat once again, and he just vomited up the Tesseract, because like earlier on we saw he ate the Tesseract for safekeeping when they're trying to escape the ship from the Kree, not the Kree, the Kree, yes, the Kree. And later on the second after credit scene just showing is a Fury that adopts the cat, which makes you wonder where the hell is this cat been all the time, and he adopted him back in the 90s. And he's in Fury's office and just like just spits out the Tesseract like a hairball and shit. And cause like he has like this weird kind of like little pocket dimension thing inside him because he's an alien cat called Flurgan, but whatever. And like I hate that. I thought first of all I don't like the cat at all, and just that was such a stupid thing to see. Like I knew what was happening. I knew he was gonna spit out the Tesseract a hairball. I was just like, okay, just spit it out, spit it out, spit it out, spit it out, so we can leave. Like it was. I hate that. I hate that second after credit scene so much. Like it's my least favorite now. But the first one was worth the film, so like, it was great. So the second after credit scene is the first after credit scene is Avengers Endgame related. We see Captain America, Black Widow, War Machine, and Bruce Banner are all at Avengers headquarters, and Steve and Natasha are looking at a monitor, seeing the death count on Earth now. When Rhodey calls them into the lab, as they found the pager from Nick Fury after he contacted Miss Captain Marvel, and they're trying to figure out what it's all about and like who's contacting exactly. And then Black Widow tells them to let her know the instant they find out who's on the other end of this receiver. And he turns around and Captain Marvel's there, in a brand new costume. So that's insane. And of course, that was an awesome scene. And it says Captain Marvel will return in Avengers Endgame. So that was an awesome scene, seeing her there. That was really cool. Well, that first scene was honestly great. That was an awesome scene to see. That was just great. Forgot to mention, Captain Marvel also quit the Kree. She betrayed Star Force. Because, like, well, they lied to her. They're the ones who killed Captain Marvel, like Jon Rock did. And so, there's that. And so, yes, now she's gone off to stop the Kree once and for all. Well, back on their home world at the end of the films, like I said. But, yeah, anyways. So, yeah, overall, like I said before, 6 out of 10. It's just an average film, honestly. I recommend still seeing it. If you like Marvel and stuff, you might like this film, I don't know. I just followed the average, so... Yeah, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for my next Marvel review coming soon, which should be Thor. So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye. Hey, if you like that video, guess what? YouTube picked out a video just for you on the left. Or, if you want to take my advice, watch the most recent video on the right. Thanks for watching.